Oh my gosh, one of the biggest things that I struggled with as a new agent was just not having any examples of deal stories from experienced agents. Well, stick around because I'm going to start a new series on this channel. We're going to call it Deal Stories. For good, for bad, for ugly, for better or worse, whatever it might look like, I'm going to walk you through different deal scenarios, and I'm going to try to teach you, whether you're a new and experienced agent, on how I am approaching my transactions and my escrows. Stick around. Logan Allen Williamson here. Thank you for coming back by the channel. This channel is dedicated to all things related to helping you grow and scale your real estate business. Now, I have been in the business for 6 years. I'm a top producing agent with my team scaling now 7 states in North America and growing. If you have any questions related to any of my particular trainings, any of my partners' trainings, if you're interested in a free social media or YouTube audit, I'd be happy to assist you. You can go to www.wolfpackagent.com, get on my calendar directly, and we can discuss partnering with my fastest growing group in EXP company history, the Wolfpack, or you can talk to me about any of my trainings, coachings, or products. Now, moving into 2022, things are moving 100 miles an hour. So what I will tell you, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and hit the little notification bell so you get notified every time I come out with new content on this channel. Okay, so I've got a deal that I'm necessarily proud of, but it's just one of those things where going above and beyond for your clients is sometimes what it takes to actually win the business. Now, you have to consider in this industry, what a lot of coaches will tell you after multiple 6 figures of money from me personally spent on coaching, masterminds, you name it, what you will learn is that being a great realtor, just being a good and or great real estate agent, is just the ante to even play. And the joke is, yeah, you go to a poker table, and even to play the hand, you've got to ante up, right? You've got to ante up. You've got to put in your ante right up front. Even to be in this industry, you have to understand how to get into your MLS. You have to understand how to draft contracts. You have to understand how to conduct business. And a lot of that comes through repetition of working with your broker or working with a mentor to actually get in there and understand logistically what the business takes, how to write contracts and how to physically do business, submit offers, you name it. What you're gonna find is that the ante is being a good real estate agent, but the effort that you put in has nothing to do with you being a good agent or a subpar agent that doesn't know how to actually conduct business. The effort that you put in is all based on your work ethic and how you want to get things done. So one of the deal stories that I want to talk to you about with a client that I just recently put under contract was the following scenario. Up here in my market, we are still in multiple offer situations, even though we've seen a slight decline in buyer demand right now that we're still coming out of the holiday season. Things are going to pick up right after the Super Bowl, right after Valentine's Day, like they always do. But that being said, instead of 5 to 20 offers on properties, we are now in position right now as we speak where we're seeing anywhere between roughly 2 and 5 offers per property. So I want to give you guys an idea about how I'm getting offers accepted with multiple offers on the table and how I'm doing it over and over and over again. So we were moving into the holiday of Christmas, and Christmas Eve is obviously right before Christmas Day. And this was Christmas Eve. Okay, so the day before Christmas Eve, 2 days before Christmas Day. And essentially what ended up happening is I had a client contact me, or a potential client contact me from my YouTube channel. They said, hey, we've got 2 kids that are going to be coming up to the university area, or coming up to the university, and we're looking at relocating or getting a second home up in the area. We're not in any big rush. We may purchase sometime between now and the end of the year in 2022. Not a big deal. Okay, no problem. We discussed financing. We made sure that they were pre-qualified. So if in the event they did find something, they would be ready to pull the trigger. And sure enough, what ended up happening was a house hit the market in the exact location that they were looking in. So we were all over that. They were looking on their own. I was looking for them on the MLS, on property drips. I was making sure that we were on top of the inventory. But again, no rush, no harm, no foul, thinking that they would be moving into what could be summer, what could be fall of this next year. It just so happened to be Christmas Eve of Christmas Eve, right? Again, 2 days before Christmas Day, and we were in a complete whiteout blizzard. Now, my clients are coming from a warm climate. We had discussed the possibility of doing FaceTime tours in the past, but essentially what happened, in a whiteout blizzard, this house had just hit the market. I knew that time was of the essence. I knew that based on the acreage of this property, I knew based on the orientation with the sunset, and I just knew where this property was located that it was going to go quick, and there were presumably going to be multiple offers on this. The first thing we did as soon as that property hit the market, as I was out there in the middle of a snowstorm doing a FaceTime tour with my clients, basically getting completely soaked, putting on the booties, working it out with the listing agent to make sure that we could actually show the property, moving directly into the Christmas holiday and in the middle of a whiteout blizzard. And sure enough, There was an offer that had come in on the property the evening before. I got as much intel about that offer as I possibly could, let my clients discuss what they had seen over the FaceTime tour, even though they couldn't see all the beautiful mountains and the scenic views and everything else because of the snow. But the long story short is they were able to put in an offer based on the knowledge that I acquired about the offer that was on the table. We were able to just beat them out, just nudge them out and get the property moved into the inspection period, and my client was able to close on this home that otherwise would not have happened. It would have gone to the other buyer whose offer was on the table set to expire had I, as the agent, not gotten out there in the middle of a whiteout blizzard to make sure that immediately as soon as that property hit the market, my client was able to see it via FaceTime and able to make a decision on writing an offer, essentially sight unseen physically, just based on the effort that I put in. So what I want to tell you is that yes, a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 commission, whatever you will basically receive from selling that property, none of that is going to come without the ability to get your client under contract. And sometimes in a very competitive market, getting your client under contract takes effort. No, I didn't have to go out and show that property in the middle of a snowstorm. I could have stayed bundled up inside of my condo downtown on the river. I could have told the client, hey, I'll try to get you guys out there after Christmas and we'll just take a look at it then. And what would have happened? They wouldn't have gotten the deal. I wouldn't have gotten the deal. No good would have come from basically sitting around and wishing that the weather wasn't there. I got out there, I was proactive, we acted immediately, wrote an offer, went under contract in a competitive situation. These are the type of things that it takes. So if you're sitting around, you never know, make that phone call. You never know, follow up with that lead. Go talk to those people in the parking lot that are buying a bunch of stuff, cleaning supplies, or things that look like they could be moving boxes and whatnot. Open conversations with people and go the extra mile, because the funny thing is, the luckier you get, it usually has something to do with how hard you're working. They say, what is opportunity? Well, it's when what is luck? It's when preparation meets opportunity. Okay, great. Well, the harder you work, the luckier you tend to get. That happens to a lot of people. Make sure that you are continuing to go above and beyond, and you will win business. And this is just one deal story where I wanted to give you guys an example of what going above and beyond and putting in extra effort actually equated to, which was a deal that otherwise wouldn't happen. Hey guys, thank you for checking this one out. Logan Allen Williamson here. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to this channel. Hit that little notification bell so you're notified every time I come out with new content on this channel. Smash that like button, and make sure that if you would like to discuss anything with me related to social media strategy, coaching, any of my products, or partnering with me, with my team at eXp Realty, one of the fastest growing groups, the fastest growing group in eXp company history, the Wolfpack. I'd love to chat with you about all of that. You can go to www.wolfpackagent.com, and I will talk to you soon.